and welcome back to another episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing great. For today's episode, I want to talk about a very hot topic. Like over the weekend, Nollywood actress Tonto set the whole internet on fire when she came after her husband, Olakunle Churchill. Now, if you don't know the story behind Tonto and Churchill, let me just refresh your memory. So, over 8 years ago, Tonto started flaunting a man on social media, saying that, oh, he's my sun, he's my moon, he's my this, he's my that. Everybody was awing, oohing, awing. We were all happy for Tonto because she was very outspoken, or she is very outspoken, and she's very beautiful. So, the man she was posting, then she was just posting like his hands and all that. So people were happy that she's found love. She is happy. Now she started posting the man, and she said that, oh, that she is dating Obasanjo's son. People were like, okay. And to back up her claim, Olakunle actually took Tonto to see the former president. They took pictures. Tonto was so happy. Tonto was in love. Tonto felt she has merged entertainment, money, and power together. Like this will be a power couple, a power. I don't know. She had so many dreams. You know how you feel that the doors have opened for you? You not just have money, you don't just have fame, but you have one of the most powerful men in Nigeria as a father-in-law. Tonto was in cloud 9. Now, when all these things was going on, Tonto was also posting gifts of Churchill. She would say, oh, how Mr. X, she was calling him Mr. X then, that Mr. X bought me this, Mr. X. Tonto was sold. Tonto bought the whole dream, swallowed it, hook, line, sinker. So after some time, Tonto announced her marriage. She posted pictures of her traditional marriage and court marriage. So people were like, okay, congratulations, Tonto Dikeh. Before you could say Jack, Tonto released pregnancy pictures, and that she is pregnant. She has gone to America. She has given birth. In fact, at that point, she was still with Churchill. Tonto was not posting the son's picture, and when we knew something happened was when Churchill himself posted the picture of their son, and that was when Tonto, all hell was let loose, because Tonto posted some pictures, but she did not post the face of her son. Tonto was angry. Tonto granted so many interviews talking about how Churchill is a Yahoo boy, he's a 2-minute man, he beat her up, he's abusive, he beat her until she lost the pregnancy. Churchill came out with his own receipt that Tonto Dikeh, she's crazy, she's a substance abuser, she broke the whole house, she did. These two people were at each other's throats, and this has been going on for over 7 years. And one of the accusations that Tonto alleged when she was making all those interviews was the fact that Churchill introduced one of his babes, or introduced Rosie, another Nollywood actress, Rosie Mura, as his sister. So she felt, okay, this is family. She took her as a family member and everything, only for her to realize that Churchill was actually having sexual relationship with Rosie. Before she came out and said it, and Churchill came out and said, no, that is his sister. You know, they don't have anything together. Before you could say Jack, Churchill married Rosie and they have a son. Now, they named the child King. That is the name of Tonto Dikeh's son. Now, this drama has been going on for 7 years because every birthday is always drama. When they divorced, it was a whole court case drama. It all played out on social media. Churchill was accusing Tonto Dikeh of being a negligent parent. Tonto Dikeh was accusing Churchill of being a deadbeat dad. It was just drama until the court granted Tonto Dikeh custody. Now, Tonto Dikeh has said that since after that custody case was granted, Churchill only paid 3 months of child support for the whole 7 years that she's been raising their child, that Churchill has not bothered to even see her child. So when Churchill made a post wishing his son a happy birthday, that triggered Tonto Dikeh. She said, why would she do that? That since he's not financially responsible for taking care of their son, he does not have any right to come out on social media and wish him happy birthday. Tonto Dikeh not only said that, she said so many things, accusing Churchill, accusing the mother of Churchill. She said so many things that I am not even going to repeat here, because I think Tonto Dikeh is a hurt woman. She is angry because this is somebody that she met. You know, when somebody sold you a perfect dream, you know, he sold her this, you know, dream. He's the son of the former president of Nigeria. Because I think she always wanted to kind of be in politics. So that kind of made her like, okay, this is it for me. Now, also, I would like to say that Tonto Dikeh also knows how to pick a man, because there was this other relationship that she had with Kpokpogri. Kpokpogri being a baby politician. I think she's looking for somebody that can complement her in terms of politics, because we all know what happened to Funke Akindele. She got married to JJC. They were happy until Funke decided to go into politics. That marriage ended. So I think Tonto Dikeh preempted that she would go into politics, and she would need somebody who is also politically inclined that will support her through that journey. But she was picking the wrong people. Not just Churchill, she also picked Kpokpogri, who recorded their intimate videos and threatening to release. In fact, he released voice tape of them together. And ever since that post, Churchill and Tonto Dikeh, they've not rested. They've been dragging each other by the bear. They have been saying so many things online. Churchill has attacked Tonto Dikeh. Tonto Dikeh has attacked Churchill. They've been posting receipts online. Like, it's been, I am not even going to repeat all those things. But the reason why I even wanted to make this video is because a whole lot of people have been attacking Tonto Dikeh. They said, this is the problem with this new generation women. This is the problem with all this, you know, this generation don't even regard men. This generation don't even regard marriage. This generation, you know, it's all about this generation. And most people that are saying this are from the previous. These are the people that raised us. You know, I sat down and I thought about it, and I was like, okay, we are the product of our society. We did not raise ourselves. Tonto Dikeh did not raise ourselves. You know, we are the product of our society. Let's just break it down. Because you say, oh, these women, they are assertive, they are outspoken, they are this, they are that. But let's even go back to the previous generation. Let's go back to the boomers. The boomers are the silent generation of women who sat there, took everything that was thrown at them. Most of them were not educated, or even the ones that were educated, they couldn't work because they have to stay at home. Their role is to be in the kitchen. Their role is to be a homemaker. So they didn't have much freedom. Now they gave birth to Generation X. And Generation X was like, you know what? I am not going to be like my mother. I am going to go out there, get an education, and learn a skill, learn a trade. But even at the same time, they were still limited to certain things that they could do. Now, they decided to raise an army of women, an army of independent women, assertive women, hardworking, educated, and very qualified women. They feel that, okay, they are in their husband's house, they couldn't do certain things because maybe they were not educated. So they made sure that their daughters were educated. They said, okay, we're in our husband's house, we don't have a voice. They made sure that their daughters have voices. They said, okay, we're in our husband's house, we don't have a say in anything. They made sure that their daughters not just have voices, but also demanded for equal rights and equal opportunities. Now, while they were busy raising this daughters, or this army of women that are going to go out there and not be like them, they forgot about their son. Their sons were frozen in time. They forgot that these daughters, as they are raising a daughter, they are also raising a son. That daughter is going to go and marry somebody's son who also raised the daughter to be very independent, very assertive, or forgot to raise their sons. Now, these people are now exchanging. Now, the millennials are now marrying each other. Now, the women being assertive, the women knowing what they want, the women being independent. The women being told that, you see what your father did to me, don't allow any man to do it to you. We are the product of our society. Tonto Dikeh is a product of our society. Now, you can argue this whichever way you want to argue it. You can say, oh, but this person, they raised their daughter, they raised their son, they did not raise them like that. No. The reality is, women focused, the previous generation were more focused on raising their daughters. They were frustrated with the way that they were treated by their husbands or their husband's family. So they raised women that would survive those kind of situations. They have told them, don't take this. You are better than this. Make sure you don't take what I took. Now, these women are married. And they found themselves in similar situation of wealth their parents or their mothers went through. And they said, no, my mother told me not to take this, so I am not taking this. No, I am not taking this. And they are saying no to these things. And then society again is now saying, this same generation that raised us are now saying no. Why are this generation like this? Why are they not, they should have managed. And the reason why they are saying this is because when they raise these girls or when they raise their daughters, they forgot that their daughters are going to marry their sons, and their sons are all frozen in time. Their sons had the ideology that the boomers passed down. Nobody has taught a male child how to live in a modern society. They only told them, be a man, provide. And once that man cannot provide, it becomes a problem. The reality here is we are all a product of our society. We are all a product of our generation or the generation before us. Now, this is not about blaming parents. This is not about blaming the previous generation. This is just the truth, because the reality is millennials are still going to blame Gen Zs because they're saying, Gen Zs, all they talk about is mental health. That is what they talk about. But that is your product, because now you have the millennials, they have done all those things. They have achieved everything. Now what they want to do is to have a mental balance. You know, how do we balance this thing mentally and not break down? This is what they have passed on to Gen Zs. Now, before you can even tell Gen Z anything, they will tell you, oh, don't stress my mental health. My mental health is important to me. There are some jobs they will tell you, no, I cannot do that. Do you know what that would do to my mental health? And we are thinking, who raised these children? Millennials are the ones raising them. So my point is, we are all a product of our society. Before you point fingers at a generation to say that, okay, this generation, all divorce is rampant, divorce is this, is because the previous generation were in so many bad marriages, and they told their daughters, they told their children, don't do this. This is what caused my mental breakdown. Don't go into this. If somebody is doing this to you, don't accept it. And they are not accepting it. So I just wish Tonto Dikeh find peace, because emotions is not your mate. You know, a lot of people are saying, oh, if I was Tonto Dikeh, I would just move on. Just move on. Forgetting the fact that this woman has a child. He's always going to be the product of his parents. So let us try, regardless of how woke you are. If you're raising just know that you're raising the next generation, and somebody tomorrow is going to either marry your child or your child is going to marry somebody. And if everybody is raising a woke society, nobody should now come and start blaming people for being woke. Okay, anyway, that's all I have to say for today's episode. Please like and share. Thank you very much. Bye bye.